What's up guys, DwkYTContact videos. I make military content, put it on the internet for you to enjoy. If you want, my social media links will be in the description down below. Don't forget to hit that notification bell next to the subscription thingy-mabobber because YouTube doesn't put me on the homepage for some of you. Don't know why. Anyway, today we're going to be talking about secret hidden gems or duties that you can get while in the Navy. Now, almost all of these are going to apply to dudes who have already went past their first duty station, so if you want, go ahead and save this in a playlist or something for later. However, these are just things you can look forward to. Number one on our special duty list, Brig Duty. If you guys don't know what Brig Duty is, we have a bunch of military prisons, and we actually assign people there regardless of what their rate is, their MOS for other branches. Regardless what that is, you can go be a correctionals officer. You have to go to like this training in Texas with the Air Force, and they teach you, how to take down inmates, how to get OC sprayed and cried. But yeah, it's like a little hidden gem that like almost no one knows about. People assume those are like all MAs, but they're actually a bunch of miscellaneous rates that are just going outside their own profession to do something else. Number two is Blue Angels. Now, yes, Blue Angels has their own like special team. However, there's a rotation of like jobs that follow Blue Angels around because they need like writers, they need PSs, they need LSs, they need corpsmen, they need a bunch of other rates to follow them around. So basically this whole time you're going on the road with them, performing, like taking care of them, living in hotels, getting per diem, seeing all these crazy things. Really behind the scene access. And if you guys know what Blue Angels are, go ahead, click on like the YouTube button and type in Blue Angels. They're like a stunt team for the Navy. Jets. I know some of you probably pictured like a dirt bike or something when I just said that. With jets. Next one, and not so badass, and you probably know about it already. If you don't, I don't know why you're watching this video. Recruiters. Recruiters get to go back to their hometown, or at least close enough to their hometown, and then just talk to high schools on a daily. You get extra money for doing recruiting, and it looks badass on like your chief packages. If you plan on staying in for a long time, recruiting and drill instructor go hand in hand on like becoming a chief. You're getting extra money for your uniforms. You're getting extra money for taking recruiting duty. And then here's some little hidden gems for you. They're gonna pay for a gym membership for you and your wife because you don't live close enough to a base. That's right, you can go to a badass LA Fitness for free with your wife. Max it out if you want to. I'm pretty sure they don't have max. You just send the gym contract to the recruiting like office PSs and they'll take care of the rest. Along with if you're outside of 50 miles for a like healthcare center, like a clinic or a hospital, you get to use TRICARE like remote and go to civilian clinics. Now, being Navy medicine, I'm not saying we can't do what civilian clinics can. I'm just saying the process is a little longer because like in military medicine, you have to do step-by-step, like you have to see a physician, then you have to get referred out, then you have to get referred out. However, civilian medical, you just need an MRI. Yeah, go get an MRI today. There's no like wait list. On the other hand, drill instructor, a much more hardship duty. You're getting incentive pay for taking it. They actually have a MAP program with this now. So if it's been hard for you to promote, you can actually take drill instructor and then get promoted on the spot. Kind of like when corpsmen go IDC. There's STAR programs and MAP programs in the Navy. And I know all these terminologies are going to throw you off. I'm going to make a video about terms in the Navy. But just know you're going to like promote because of it. And drill instructor is super rewarding. You get to tell your grandkids you were a drill instructor. Now before someone in the comment goes, they're called RDCs. I get it. I got that in a comment once. I referred them as drill instructors because majority of the people outside the Navy know them as drill instructors. They're not going to know what RDC means. So I referred to them as drill instructors in a video. And this one guy said, how are you even the Navy? You just referred to a drill instructor or RDC as a drill instructor. And that's coming from probably like some high school kid in debt. Shut up. Anyway, presidential duty. There's actually a duty station with this like resort getaway for the president where you can be on their detail. You wear this little presidential badge and all that. They have like a vice president's badge too. And you pretty much work at this base. Pretty sure it's in Tennessee. And you take care of like high ranking government officials, if that's what you're interested in. A school instructor. This one is badass because you get to like goof off a little bit. Like, hey, you get to really like shape your community. How can I say this? You can set a standard of excellence in your rating that might not be there before. Also, how cool would it be to just like walk in class and be like, hey, what's up, guys? I was about to say something about being a BM. I don't know anything about being a BM. Let's just do corpsman stuff. Hey guys, we're learning about seizures today, and I'm not talking about Caesar's pizza or Caesar salad. No one? That's what I would do, for sure. USS Constitution is like a war museum we have now, but then like active duty gets stationed there. And they like dress up in like the uniforms of back in the day. If you're into like theater or acting and, showing people a good time, that might be for you. By the way, all these special duties are going outside your rating, so it looks really good on your like career if you're trying to stay long-term on like chief packages, officer packages, stuff like that. It shows you can step outside your comfort zone instead of just going to the same duty station over and over again. Career counselors. Now, one of my buddies, career counselors, I don't know if he watches all these videos, but he's been trying to sell me on it recently. You get to learn so much more about the Navy, and it really benefits yourself and looks really good for like the command if you kill it. Say you're with a bunch of first classes and you all are like LPOs, right? But if you're the career counselor for the entire command, all those other first classes fall under you. So realistically, who do you think is going to get the better eval? Probably career counselor who's seeing over everyone instead of just seeing over a few people. You're managing other people's careers, giving them advice. Also, it benefits you because with all this knowledge, you can make sure you never miss a step in your career for stuff you want to do. CFL, Command Fitness Leaders. Normally, they're going to find someone high ranking, but if you get to someone somewhat of a smaller base and you're an ACFL and you're just killing it with PT scores, you can be designated the Command Fitness Leader, which means your whole job, you're probably going to muster in like PT shorts, shirt, and then work out like FEP, which is like the overweight people in the Navy. Which is dope because you got to think, we only have PFT twice a year. You're probably chilling majority of the year. Every other day you're like gonna go run a FEP session, send out a report saying, hey, these are our people on FEP, blah, blah, blah. Sounds pretty good. Last one, SOCOM, Special Operations Command. Now, no, you don't have to be a SEAL, a SWIC, diver, search and rescue to get into this. They need ancillary services to support them. So if you get attached to these commands have so much spending money that you can go to like all these weird miscellaneous trainings that really, are you ever going to use? No, it's a hypothetical, but you're always the first man. Like if they have an open seat in some sort of like high speed training, they're like, hey, we still need people for this. Raise your hand. Closed mouths don't get fed. Just jump in. Jump school, dive school, a bunch of advanced shooter courses you can all attend, and you're probably just a regular raid in the Navy, but you showed up to this expeditionary command. Also, expeditionary, riverine units. You guys can get attached to riverine units, which are like small boat units. I wouldn't really think of SWIC, but I guess that's like a good comparison if you have like no idea what riverine is. You're not about to be doing SWIC stuff, right? But you're on small boats. It sounds like SWIC stuff. Just type in riverine, it'll explain everything. MEPS, if you want to work at the MEPS, this is more for corpsmen, although they have like PSs and LSs there. You're basically doing physicals and getting people into the Navy. Not as cool, but on the other hand, there's this thing called detailing. Whereas, I'm not saying they're hooking each other up, but if you're at the place that chooses where you go, like the people who decide what orders you get, say you stick out 3 years there and you do a really good job, I highly doubt you're gonna get a bad duty station after that if the guy who's picking where you go works in the cubicle next to you. No, I'm not saying anyone plays favorites, but if you work at detailing and you're best buds right there with the guy who's deciding what duty station you go to next, I'm just saying you could probably go to Spain. So you eat this little detailing billet, which probably looks good on your career. It's probably stressful because everyone's calling you, complaining, like, I don't want these orders, I don't want these orders. Stressful thing, you're managing people's lives. But if you can stick it out for like 2 to 3 years for a special duty pay, buddy next door might be able to get you Spain. DAPA, Drug and Alcohol Prevention. This one is kind of like the guy who runs the urinalysis at each command. That's pretty much going to consume majority of your time. You're also going to be like facilitating like rehabilitation patients. I hope this helped you guys out in trying to like figure out where you want to go with your naval career. If it did, please leave a like down below and I'll see you guys in the next one.